Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 213 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlos.
I'm right here.
And Pete.
What's happening?
And we got a Matt here too.
Hi.
Hey. Matt was not here last week. Matt was supposed to be here last week. He got held up in traffic or work or some other bullshit.
Yeah, I can't remember. What was I doing last week?
I don't know. I was really hammered though.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
I was delivering the trailer.
Yeah, you were doing something work related, I think.
One. Yes.
Yeah. I either need to turn my headphones up or turn you up. I'm not really sure which one yet.
Hello, I can hear myself.
So before we get too deep here, I was just going to ask Carlos what he was doing, but I can't do that yet. First, I have to thank our patrons. So if you'd like to be a patron, like our awesome patrons, head on over to patreon.com/blindstudios or click on the patron link on our homepage at blindstudios.com. Now, Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
Not too much, really. It's just been a week where I did homework, and I got a bunch of homework I got to squeeze in over the next couple days. So, yeah.
I thought you did all your homework last night.
No, that was all the homework last night was all the stuff due for the week. It was finishing up that stuff.
Well, Carlos, if you finished all the stuff that was due for the week, what homework do you have left?
This next week, because we're leaving town. I'm not gonna be in town with the internet.
Just bring your laptop to the woods.
Yeah. Hey, they have Wi-Fi up.
They have
the
Wi-Fi
shanty.
by the bathrooms.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Yeah. Just spend all day up there. But every Thursday, though, I think it's gonna rain.
Well, just bring an umbrella, a little poncho. But you don't need a poncho because we got butter shots.
That's right. They'll keep you nice and warm. Don't sound so thrilled, Carlos.
No, I'm not. I don't think I can be thrilled for butter shots.
Why? They're delicious.
And the bottle's gone in like an hour.
There is that. I was thinking about getting two.
No.
I should
Then
get
we'll
two.
drink two.
Then
All
I'm
right.
not going to have a single
We don't
sip.
want-
then.
If there's a second bottle, Carlos is not.
Then it's like, nope, I'm not going to have any part in it then. You're going
Carlos-
too far.
Carlos is like, fun?
I didn't want any of it in the
Fun.
first place. You're asking another bottle? That's going too far.
Two bottles of butter shots isn't fun. One is very fun.
One is a blast. Two is, whew, 1.5 though.
No.
I don't
Butter shots is so cheap. It's like $13 a bottle. It's ridiculous. Carlos, are you done talking about your week?
Yeah, I said I was done. I said that was all.
I don't know. Usually you have something else to add.
Nope, I do not.
All right, Pete, man, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Yeah. How was you were on the show last week? What'd you do? Have you done anything since the last time you were on the show?
I watched the Green Bay Packers. Came over here. Yeah, it was after the show. You guys did like noon, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's
we
a
did
little
an early
early,
show.
guys.
It was, but
Okay.
It was
On a
better
Saturday.
than trying to do it.
there was
Or a
it was
Sunday or
better than
whatever
trying
it
to
was.
do it at whatever time the game would have been on, and I don't remember most of that afternoon. So.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not that early.
7% on tap all day is not safe.
Not safe. We kicked that keg though,
We did.
and then we changed the keg.
Yeah, and then I was drinking the black IPA, I think, after that.
Yep.
I don't remember. Maybe I don't know.
We played a game. I remember that.
It got dark really quick.
Yeah,
Then I went-
that was so depressing.
Then I went to bed.
And then it turns out, like, all the time that you're, like, we're all squinting at the cars, it's like, oh, yeah, I could just turn the outside light on. That would help.
Yeah, I
It
had
was
ribs that
successful.
day.
It was successful, though.
Yeah, no, the ribs were good. The beer was good. The people were good. We met that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy, if you're listening, that one guy, we can't remember your name, but yeah.
That one guy.
I feel really bad. And he introduced himself to me, and I think I gave him a card, and it was a whole thing. And
Wait, was he there? I left when you guys started playing cards. Did he show up after that?
No.
no.
he was
He showed
here
up
early.
before you showed up.
Who was it?
He lives around the neighborhood.
Yeah, he was
somewhere.
around there. He saw it pop up on Facebook, and he's like, "Well, I should stop by."
Swing
see
on
what's
it.
going on."
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and so he came by. I gave him some
Yeah,
beer,
there
and we
was-
Very
talked
cool.
about-
No, the other people were all invited, weren't they?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I was like, yeah, well, there was another guy that just randomly showed up. No, I don't think so.
No. And like my, I guess, quote unquote neighbor, like Brock lives at the way other end. Another home brewer in town. He showed up and we exchanged home brews for.
That was.
Oh, you're talking
that
about
was
Brock?
random.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
not. Well, yeah, Brock was here, but
Yeah. Oh, okay.
no, there was another dude that nobody knew.
Oh.
I mean, he was really cool.
Oh, and
He's
if
a nice
anybody's
guy.
listening, can I have my American flag chair back?
Oh, that Bob has it.
Okay, Bob.
He's bringing it back Tuesday.
Which Bob?
I mean, which Bob? There's only one Bob.
Not that Bob. He doesn't have.
He
has
just texted me today and said he stole an American flag chair.
Oh my God, we had a whole discussion about it that night too. And he brought an American flag chair, and I brought an American flag chair, and my American flag chair went missing. And he's like, "Well, that one's mine, so don't put that in your car." So I didn't put it in my car.
Yeah,
And
he
then
put
I was
both
like-
of them in his car.
And I was like, "Okay, Bob, go look in your car. There's one in there." And he opens the door, closes it. Nope, there's no chair in my car.
You know, he texted me today. He's like, "Oh, I ended up with an extra one."
Oh my God.
The whole thing was a sham. It was for the chair. The whole day.
He needed 2 Americas.
He just wanted to bring it back to me. He has a crush.
Oh. But those ribs are really good.
Yeah, they were. They were good ribs. The corn was good too.
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't have any of the corn, but I heard.
Why didn't you have any of the corn?
So I didn't want any corn.
Okay.
I just wanted to go to bed.
Yeah, I don't think he even wanted to like get up.
I had been
over there.
drinking since 9 a.m.
But we were eating the corn while we were eating the ribs. Did you not eat any ribs?
No, you know, I had ribs because Bob kept bringing them. To
Oh,
me.
okay.
Otherwise, I
So
wouldn't
if
have had
I
any.
would have gave you corn, you would have eaten it.
Yeah, no, I was
You
not
just
getting
didn't get
up.
up. That steakhouse potato salad was delicious too. I was
There was
surprised.
potato
Steakhouse
salad.
Yeah,
potato
and it was
salad.
gone too. Jeez, you failed.
I literally
You
did not
failed
get
at
out of my
our-
chair.
Our
Failed
BNS
so-
party.
at supper,
I was
man.
within reach of the cooler, and that was
And
good.
I really loved with the Straight to Hell. Is that what the game was called? Or what was it
No,
called?
it's called Shit Happens.
Shit happens. I love that your drunk Casey was just like, well, this is what I'd do when you had to think about as a worldly thought of
Nope.
what the category would be in. No, it's this. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, yep, I remember some of that. BNS parties. They're always great for me. I always come looking like just awesome after those.
We didn't really go through that as much beer as we'd hoped, but
We went through a bunch of
we
beer.
did.
Yeah, I was going through all the empties afterwards.
Oh, good.
I have
Okay.
an exact count. Like I could
It
have
looked
gotten
like
an
we didn't
exact
go
count.
through that many, but
Well, I kept refilling it.
yeah.
Like every time beer left the cooler, I kept putting more in.
And what's the number?
I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I said I could have gotten one, but I didn't want to know.
Okay.
At least one keg,
Yes.
and then 2 cases of bottles. So that's at least 50 beers plus whatever was in the kegs.
Nice. And then
Wait,
yeah,
you kicked the other keg too?
no,
No,
just kick the-
just the
Oh,
one,
just
and
the
then
white?
well, we drank a bunch of Berliner and a bunch of black IPA too.
so at least a full keg.
Shit.
And then yeah, other people brought beers for us to try too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Brock was passing around some. He's like, yeah, all these are over 7%. I'm sorry
His
about
Pilsner was delicious.
that. Oh, it was so
that
good.
was really good.
He makes really good lagers.
Yeah, it was nice.
Really good lagers. All right. So Matt, what have you been up to?
Well, that party happened.
Mm-hmm.
Work, and then I think that's about it. Oh, I saw It. I liked It.
Yeah, was it good?
It was fun.
I heard it was just like the child portion of the book.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So technically, there's supposed to be a chapter 2. Then it's not like the original movie where it was like remember.
well, the original movie was a mini series, right?
But I think that's how the book's written too, though.
Yeah.
Is where they look
Flashbacks
back on their
and forth.
childhood, where this was just all their childhood, and then at the very end it says It Chapter 1. So hopefully there's a chapter
So they get
2
a
then.
chapter 2. I heard it did really well.
Yeah, it
box
was.
office
It was
wise.
written really well. The progression of Pennywise, the clown, was really cool because I was like, he's really stupid at the beginning, and then it kind of grows on you, and his personality changes a bit throughout the film. And the child actors were amazing. The kid from Stranger Things was in it too.
Which kid?
The main kid, not Will Bears that goes missing, but one of the other.
Oh,
kids.
the one who like had the relationship with 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
The yes. Yeah.
I don't remember what his name
I
is.
don't either.
I need to rewatch Stranger Things before it comes back next month.
He's playing Richie in It, and the guy who played Richie in the original one was Seth Green.
Was it Seth Green?
Yep.
Holy shit!
Redhead with glasses. Yep, and he's in the movie theater in the werewolf.
I
chases
haven't
after him.
watched it since I was a toddler.
They always have that
It
movie
scared
theater
me.
in the background, but they don't actually ever do anything. With the
Why
movie
did
theater.
you watch it as a toddler?
Because my parents are bad parents.
I watched it all. I watched it numerous times when I was a kid.
And it terrified the shit out of me.
Dude,
and
you go to
so I
Mr. Movies,
refused
you'd
to
see it there, be like, oh, dude, we should
Yeah,
get
and
that
the
one. Can we
fucking-
get that one now?
Yeah, I love that movie so much.
I am a scaredy cat.
I didn't think that the new kid could be Pennywise. I'm like, it is Tim Curry. That's who it is. But
You know, I'd like the new dude has a creepy ass smile.
he did. Yeah, he's good. He was good at it.
Apparently, he practiced a lot to perfect his smile.
Yeah, it's like sunken in, and yeah, it's
It's
kind
like
get
it's very Joker-esque.
But yeah, when you first see him, and then he's getting whatever his name is down the drain pipe or whatever at the very beginning, like in the original. His voice is so fucking stupid, and I'm like, it's like CGI'd kind of weirdness, and I'm like, this is dumb. That's terrible. And then yeah, he got pretty terrifying by the end.
Well, that's good.
It was fun. And it didn't feel like 2.5 hours either. It was just like the original. You sit there and you're like, how is 4 hours just gone by of my life? But it does.
4 hours.
So yeah, that was my week, and then now we're just getting ready for Madeline Island.
Madeline Island.
To be honest, haven't got a damn thing ready except
me
my
neither.
headlamp.
Did
Got
you-
the-
Hey, that's
and the tent.
important.
Have you set the tent up yet?
No, I got to give Rick money too. It's gonna break my kneecaps. I don't give it to
Whoa.
him.
All right. Yeah, no, you should definitely practice setting that up before, because it's not the easiest tent in the world to set
Did
up.
Rick have it?
Something
last
tells me
time?
I'll be able
Yeah.
to get her.
Was it blue?
Yep.
It was kind of like yours, though, wasn't
Yep.
it?
Yeah. It's just kind of it's a non-traditional.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not super hard.
Yeah, I feel like
Uh,
I could probably do it.
You probably can. I'm just suggesting you should probably.
I'd set it up in my yard, but there's poop in it.
All right. Well, you can set it up in my yard if you want to sometime. Man.
Maybe.
All right. Otherwise, don't worry about it, man. We'll figure it out.
Set
when
it
we
up
get
in
there.
the parking lot at work. Just
That'd be actually pretty.
We'll be
funny.
getting
Yeah.
to the island early enough where you'll have enough light
Right.
all afternoon. We'll just sit there and watch you fiddle with it all afternoon.
Sit in the office.
if you
No, I'll
say
get
so.
frustrated and help
Yep,
him.
same.
If you say so.
All right.
If you say so.
It's supposed to be sunny on Thursday, guys, and on Friday.
I fucking hope so.
Only a 40% chance of sadness on Friday.
Like a high of low 60s on one of the days too.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
All right.
It's gonna be fine, Matt. It's gonna be fine.
I'm bringing my bundles.
What are your bundles?
Bundle
But
up
only
clothes.
one day's going to be
Bundles
like
of
high
joy.
60s.
Yeah, it's like 70s and then high 60s on Saturday
I
and Sunday.
think Saturday's gonna be our gloomy day. I think.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's the day we can go into town.
That's true.
the day I
Because
get
it'll be bright and
fucking-
sunny in town, and then we'll go
Yeah, and
back
then we'll all
east
get back and be depressed.
Yeah, you just go into the mist.
That was the worst because we're like, it's sunny in town, to the beach, and we get back and we're just like,
Shit.
fuck this
You
shit.
can't see like 10 feet. And it's like the face is just wet.
But yeah, that's so weird. The first year we went, every single day was perfectly sunny and beautiful.
Yep.
And then every year since has not been.
You gotta pick a different weekend, right?
This
Or are we picking?
maybe the fourth time's
I
the
don't
charm.
remember.
Is that a saying?
Oh, we've done the same weekend every
I
time.
know the fourth time's the charm.
Yeah.
Like this will be our fourth time, won't it? Or is there a third
Yeah,
time?
this will be our fourth.
Yeah. So
Well,
fourth
if the third
time's
time
the
wasn't,
charm.
well, hopefully the fourth.
Well,
And
you know,
hopefully the fifth. if not.
maybe Zach is the unlucky.
Yeah, he wasn't there the first year, was he?
Yeah. And so then if it's gloomy this time, then we know that it's Zach and Carlos.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was fine last year.
No, last year was last year wasn't as bad as the second year. Second year was the second year was rainy just the entire time.
Yeah, like some of those sites had water sitting on them.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
All right. My week. What did I do this week? You know what I did? I just cleaned all week. I was like targeting one room a day. It was pretty
Nice.
gret. Got the
Clean
studio.
Carlos's room if you're doing one room a
No, I
day.
don't fucking clean Carlos' room. Carlos can clean Carlos' room.
I know.
Jesus
When you
Christ. I spent all morning in the fucking studio today. It's all organized and shit
shit. I
again.
didn't notice. I'm kidding.
Fucker.
That's fine.
You know what? No.
I did
Just
notice.
leave.
I did notice.
Damn, I just want some appreciation.
I was gonna say
Oh,
the smell is different down here. It almost smells like paint.
I didn't
It doesn't
paint
smell
anything.
like soiled beer.
It does not.
It
smell
could
like
be
soiled beer.
like a deep soiled beer mixed with like a cleaner or a paint. It's one of the two.
The deep soiled beer or the cleaner he cleaned.
I
And
cleaned.
good soiled beer.
Wipe the table down. Like we're having some issues on that side. Fix some of the bubbling by just pulling the little shit off. It's not perfect,
It's not perfect.
but it's better than what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. That's kind of what I did this week. I finally had a day where I didn't have to talk to another person.
Mm.
It was the greatest thing in the
What was
fucking
that?
world.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pete came in and Casey said, "What did you say? Casey's having his alone day or something."
Yeah. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed
Yep.
it, man. I had gone like 2 or 3 weeks with no like isolation, and I needed it. It was bad. Apparently,
Somebody-
I need it. Otherwise, I get snippy. I don't like being snippy. But yeah, no, I'm good. It was a great day. I played the Life is Strange prequel. Played the new Batman Telltale game.
Oh.
A lot of good stuff.
I got quite a bulk done of that Uncharted.
Oh, you liking the
It's-
Lost
It's
Legacy?
all right. Yeah. Yeah. It's all
And-
right.
So my problem with Uncharted is I've realized that Tomb Raider is just so much better.
Yeah, especially playing it, like
Yeah.
it's so much crisper, like smooth and everything. Like
The
Like
climbing feels better.
Yeah.
The fighting is.
Do you mean the
combat-
insane climbing where I have this hook and I'm just gonna jump up
Yeah.
a wall?
well, that's about the same with Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But
No, but
We're
it
just saying the
it feels
fluid
it
movement.
feels,
Oh,
it
you're
feels
sa-
more fluid.
Oh, you're saying that
yeah,
Uncharted feels more fluid than
No.
No,
Tomb
no,
Raider's-
Tomb Raider feels more
Alright.
fluid than
Yeah.
Uncharted.
That's what I thought.
and then yeah, like if you don't have the camera set in the right direction, then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of weeble wobble.
Yeah, no, they really need to fix the camera.
I'm like,
in that
how?
game.
What? Just go up.
Like
So
you,
yeah, after playing Tomb Raider, and then when I got Uncharted 4 for the PS4, I was like, what?
it's like taking a step backwards.
Yeah. It's like, how you guys started all this shit? I'm fucking. Where are
They're
you?
making a Tomb Raider movie that's coming out in March.
Oh god.
Tomb
It
Raider
looks
reboot.
looks a lot like the game.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the first
Okay.
game.
Wait, what?
Well,
The Tomb Raider 2012.
Oh,
It looks a lot like that game.
so who's playing Laura?
somebody who
some
looks just like the
Scandinavian
character in the
chick.
game.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not going to be a
It's
terrible choice like Angelina Jolie.
It's somebody who's known in Europe but not known in the U.S.
Yeah,
So,
because Angelina Jolie was terrible for that.
she was good for
I enjoyed
the
the first one.
original like incarnation of Laura Croft,
Yeah, like she
who-
fit the original like
who had
PlayStation
big
1
tits and no
days.
personality.
Oh, it's this girl. Yeah, she's an Ex Machina. She's fucking amazing. Yeah, and the Danish girl and Man from U.N.C.L.E., Jason Bourne. Yeah, she's really big here too.
Oh, she's in Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that girl. Okay.
It's Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
No, that
yeah,
movie
she's
already
been in a
faded
lot.
from my mind.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
I saw it.
I
but
just rewatched it on the flight to Puerto Rico.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch Ex Machina?
I have not.
Where she plays the robot?
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
it's something
that's
I wanted to watch. I just never
it's
got around.
so
to
Yeah, I
watching.
think
fucking
she's
good.
gonna be really good as Laura Croft.
Yeah, she's perfect. All right, I'm excited now.
And as long as like I like how they like there's a little bit of supernatural element, but it doesn't take over completely. Like in Uncharted, what I really liked about Uncharted 4 is there was no supernatural
Yeah.
element. That was perfect. Because every other game, it's like, all right, you hit like the last quarter of the game and it's all like just supernatural shit happening all the time. And you're like, like now I'm just pumping AK rounds into a ghost.
And
I don't
Blue
need to
Yetis,
do this.
Don't forget the Blue Yetis.
Yes, the Blue Yetis. That was Uncharted 2, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies in the first one.
Zombies in the first one, Yetis in the second one. Which one was the one where you went to the Gobi Desert? Was that 3?
I think so.
Because 2
No,
was
2.
Himalayas.
I think 3 you into the desert.
Okay.
It's a Norwegian director that's doing Tomb Raider movie. He did that movie, The Wave, the Norwegian one, where like some ice melts.
Is
or
that when
something.
they're like in the stadium and they stand up? And
Yeah, it is.
It's just stretched out to like an hour and 45
I never saw the
minutes.
movie, but it's supposed to be amazing.
Because they can't stop doing it.
It's just in
Where
very-
does it stop? Nobody knows. The stadium's a circle.
People are passing out, just like medics and shit grabbing people as they're falling over. I don't know why they keep going.
I need to be hydrated.
Hose them down.
All right. We should taste some beer. We got 3 beers to taste. These
No.
are all Indiana beers. Or Yeah, Indiana. So the problem is, well, the reason we're tasting 3 is because I've had these, and like if we don't do it now, the IPAs are gonna suffer. So we're just gonna burn through them. So the first one we're gonna start with Night Goat. I think we're gonna start with a coffee stout and then go through the IPAs. So if you want to grab some and pass them down. Did I not put the bottle openers back on the table? I did not.
I got one.
Oh, I just threw them.
I'm just gonna have a little bit.
That's why you got a sample glass. All right, so this one is Night Goat from the Devil's Trumpet Brewing Company.
Night Goat.
In Indiana.
Oh, no.
Oh, that one bad.
That's a bit of foam.
Way to go,
Mine
guys.
was fine.
Well, look at me. I'm a professional.
I'm Matt. Didn't decide I was going to be in a hurry pouring this one.
It's really carbonated.
Yeah. Yeah. So a little bit of a backstory on this. We stopped in Munster at Three Floyds, and we went to the hotel, and I was a little drunk, and Matt was like, "Well, I'm gonna just watch Futurama," and I'm like, "Shit, all right," because it's like 6 o'clock at this point. I'm like, I can't go to bed yet, so I went for a little bit of a walk and tried to find a liquor store. I had to walk like a mile. It felt like 10 miles. And then I bought some beers.
Can't tell if it's a glass that smells or if it just doesn't have a smell to it.
Yeah, just
The
get
glass
like
shouldn't smell. It just came out of the dishwasher and I rinsed them.
No, it's you get pretty much just coffee. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's not like a strong coffee either.
All right, Carlos, have you had a chance to be able to attempt to try this beer yet?
Not yet. I got a little bit of.
What do you smell in the beer?
I smell
take a
that
whiff of yours,
coffee
Peter?
and a little bit of. What percent was this beer?
This beer is 5.5.
All right. Guess it just is mostly that coffee smell that's coming through.
I gotta kill the head.
It's very sweet, and there's a lot of coffee.
Yeah,
It
it
seems
is,
like overly sweet.
Yeah, it seems surprisingly sweet. But it's not bad. Not sweet in like a bad way though. Like not. I don't know. Like it's sweeter than I expected, but it's not overpowering.
There's just so much
They
carbonation.
use dark matter coffee.
Oh, do they?
5 pounds per barrel.
Oh, does it say that on it?
And there's a generous use of lactose sugar.
Originally a brewer's only beer developed in our early AM brew days to help supplement our love of coffee. A smooth coffee stout brewed with 5 pounds of dark matter coffee per barrel. The rich coffee flavors blend seamlessly with a subtle sweetness from the generous use of lactose sugar. So dark matter is a fantastic coffee. They make unicorn blood, which is one of my favorite blends. And there's also a barrel-aged version of unicorn blood made with they use the leftover barrels from Three Floyds after they do their is it Dark Lord? Yeah. And I have some. The problem, so I never understood the concept of barrel aging coffee. Like, so you put the coffee in, like you put the roasted coffee in the barrel, and it's supposed to like absorb some of the barrel character. It does a little bit. You can taste like a hint of the barrel in there, but not much. It's not overwhelming.
Yeah, I feel like the coffee would be kind of too acidic or whatever to just
Well, and it's a dry good.
Yeah.
Like a liquid.
Wait, they don't even have it in a liquid. They just...
No, they put the beans.
Oh, okay.
They put the beans in the barrel.
I thought they roasted the coffee and put it in the barrel. I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah, they roasted the coffee and put the bean.
Well,
the coffee beans.
Made a fresh pot of coffee.
Oh no. It's So they just roast the beans and then put the beans in the barrel.
Okay.
Which
silly.
What are you gonna do?
Buy some coffee.
It smells great.
Yeah.
And it tastes pretty good.
And then do they use that barrel again to make some more beer? Because that would be really good.
Ooh, I never even thought about that. Just keep recycling it.
Any more left in any of these glasses?
There's more here you can have.
All right. Yeah, no, this is very sweet.
Correctly this time.
Like
It's actually very tough to pour. I went like real slow and it's still
very foamy.
Yes.
Yeah, high carbonation.
That head is definitely sticking around.
The coffee flavor's big, but man,
is it a head in a bag?
it's very like it drinks like a milk stout, not like a coffee
I'll
stout.
have to ask it.
It looks like a root beer float.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of does.
And the foam doesn't really go away either.
No, you got to do like the greasy finger thing.
The greasy
Bloop.
finger.
Well, if you take some like nose grease, like wipe it on the top there, it makes the head disappear.
Looks like a mocha.
Mochaccino.
Couldn't you just use your finger and just roll?
Well, no, because you need a greasy finger.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh, like a greasy finger just sounds like an unfortunate thing.
Well, yes, but
Yeah, it is an unfortunate thing, but it makes the head go away.
It sounds like you're not talking about like just greasing your finger. It sounds like you're doing something else with it.
But you gotta grease it. You gotta
Well, I mean the grease. Yeah,
you gotta grease it, and then
yeah.
you go boop.
I like to do the little make a little.
Carlos never went to
There's
high
no
school
grease.
keggers, I guess, or college keggers.
Yeah, somebody tell me that. Literally the first kegger that I
Yep.
went to.
Yep.
Can we go to that one
It was
together?
probably Courtney's house, actually. At Courtney Cochran's house.
Yeah, maybe it was.
And then it was her older brother, probably, that's like, dude. And then.
Dude, this is what you do, dude.
Makes the head go away. Then you got a foam-free beer like this.
You just gotta drink the foam.
That was a good sound. All right,
Yeah.
Carlos.
No.
Give me a number.
Well, I'm gonna take another sip first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you had talked about it, or you just talk about how it smelled.
I just wanted another. I just refilled my cup.
Oh,
with
okay.
Some more. Yeah, it's a pretty good stout actually. Like it has that sweetness to it, but that
If you
coffee is like
Yeah.
very strong character in there. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I think if you approach it more as a milk stout than a coffee stout, it comes through better that way.
Yeah.
Pete?
It's pretty sweet, dude. That's pretty sweet stout. Oh, a 7.5.
7.5?
Pretty
Pretty
neat.
sweet stout. Oh shit, a number.
I'll just go with the 6. It's all right.
Yeah, I will also give it I'll go 6.5. Because I mean it's good, but they're saying it's a coffee stout, and there's some coffee flavor there, but it's so sweet. I can have like one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I don't care for sweet stouts. I like my stouts to be dry or
It
bourbony.
feels like I'm gonna have a stomachache just from that one piece
Right.
of that.
All right. Well, the next beer is from the same brewery, the Devil's Trumpet Brewing Company in Indiana. This one is an American IPA called Make It a Cheeseburger.
No, it's
It's-
not. Is that really what it's called?
Yeah,
Go and make it a cheeseburger.
Make It a Cheeseburger.
Pete, hand me one of those.
6.6% ABV. It's available year round.
Make it a cheeseburger.
Make it a cheeseburger.
Well, fucking no.
Cheeseburger sounds good now.
Yeah,
The-
it does. I'm really hungry for a cheeseburger.
It's gotta suck to be bartending there, though.
Make it a
Make it
cheeseburger.
I did cheeseburgers.
The Gangster Bunny's tribute to the bright, fruity citrus aroma and flavors of American hops. So do what he says and make it a
Do what he
cheeseburger.
say.
I tried.
But why is it called Make It a Cheeseburger?
Because the Gangster Bunny said so.
Yeah, the Gangster Bunny tribute. I don't know what a Gangster Bunny is, but I want to know.
I'm gonna Google that while you guys are passing around some beer.
Nice tribute to the bright, fruity citrus aroma flavors. Eh? So let's make it a cheeseburger. Eh? Over this way? Okay. All right. Double fisting. I tried it.
I just have a bunch of like animated bunnies
What
singing.
kind of bunny is it again?
It's a gangster
Oh,
bunny.
Gangster Bunny.
The Gangster Bunny.
Hmm.
I'm gonna Google make it a cheeseburger. That might be a better.
I'm sure that'll help.
Lyle Lovett. is the person who
Oh, yeah, we're probably gonna be told we're stupid for that.
Who's Lyle Lovett?
He's a country singer.
Oh, okay. Is he the Gangster Bunny?
I don't know. Maybe
Did he
he's-
sing about cheeseburgers?
I don't know.
So maybe you sung about cheeseburgers.
Is there any left in that one or no?
Nope.
All right. Oh darn!
I searched the Gangster Bunny told me to do it, and the first image that comes up is like embroidered. David Bowie told me to do it in my dream.
I think carbonation is this brewery's thing because this one has like the really tight bubbles too of a highly carbonated beer.
Yeah, like I didn't fuck pouring up this one, but like that carbonation in there is pretty.
I like their logo. Like I don't know, it looks cool. It kind of looks like a coat of arms, and it just says the Devil's Trumpet.
It looks like White Castle.
Their stuff's too busy. But
Stop talking about burgers. God damn
Looks
it.
like White
it
Castle.
does look like White Castle. Yeah.
It does. Maybe that's why I like it. I'm hungry. All right, Carlos, what do you think about Make It a Cheeseburger?
Oh, it seems like a pretty normal IPA for the most part. So yeah,
Did you know there's a flower called the Devil's Trumpet? It's hallucinogenic.
Does it look like that? The flower that's on their logo there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a hallucinogenic Devil's Trumpet plant found in a back garden.
Where?
Your garden?
It's one of the most toxic plants around, North Yorkshire.
In England, eh?
Where are these guys? Eh?
I don't think that's how they talk in England.
That's
England
where they
there,
talk here. Canada, motherfucker.
Right.
They still worship the Queen.
We're in Canada.
Yep. She's on all their money. On their loonies.
That's just play money. It's not real money.
Because that's all they do. Is just pretend everything.
All right, Carlos, tell me.
Right.
You just said it was just
Yeah,
a
I
regular
interrupted
IPA?
him. I'm sorry.
All right. Nothing. You don't want to say anything.
Nothing's
else
really
about it? You don't
jumping
wanna
out at me about it.
expand on that at all.
No, nothing's really jumping out about it. So.
All right. Pete.
I don't know. I get a little like pineapple-ness to it.
Bottle date on this is 5/26, so it is a few months old.
Yeah, now that you mention it, a little malty. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not picking up a whole lot of malt. Like I feel like
No.
the hops are still standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very citrus. Matt?
Yeah. It's definitely got that nice kind of like East Coasty kind of feel to the IPA. I don't know.
You think it has that like that juicy softness?
Yeah. I don't have the sharp IPA taste in my mouth. Maybe it's like eating a cheeseburger. Maybe that's just on my head. I don't know.
Like
It does make me hungry for a cheeseburger, that's for sure.
Fuck you, Devil's
It's
Trumpet.
working.
I wonder if they own like a burger place.
I hope so.
Like make it a cheeseburger with the make it a cheeseburger.
Yeah, and they just name all their burgers after their beers.
No,
so
they
can
don't
make
have
a
one, and
burger.
that's the joke. All right.
Going back to what Pete said, there's a lot of pineapple. It's almost like somebody took a beer and poured some pineapple juice in it.
Kind of almost acidic to me. You know,
I
not
like
like
I
a
could say that.
sour, but
Yeah,
like
but there's a little bit of a bite there.
I like it.
It's not bad. I'm not gonna be mad at it.
It kind of tastes like Fresh Coast from Three Sheeps.
yeah, it's kind of that yeast, yeast
Mm.
dealio a little bit.
I wonder if they use the same yeast. Yeah, because that fresh coast is really good. I
We
like
got that
beer.
on tap.
What?
Tapped
You got
it
it on
yesterday.
tap? Got it
Yep.
on tap?
Yep.
What?
And then Toppling Goliath is over at frickin' Juniors now.
I saw that.
Damn
When
it,
you guys getting
damn
TG?
it, Dusty! You were supposed to tell me when the new shipment came in. You
What
never did.
TG is it? Pseudo?
Pompeii.
Oh, Pompeii.
Yep, and that's the one I was gonna get at Emma's, but now I can't.
Dude, if you'd have got that at Emma's,
I know I would have been fucking flipping my tit.
flipping your bag.
Something about the aftertaste for this beer that kind of throws me off a little bit.
That's where I get the yeast.
Yeah, it's kind of
Flavor.
like what's the like almost like a spicy, grainy.
Cheeseburger.
No.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Everything
A
looks like a
cheeseburger would
cheeseburger.
really help that aftertaste. Let me tell you.
You have cheeseburger in those boxes?
Yeah, man, just start ruffling.
Just start going through shit. Where are they?
Where are the cheeseburgers? All right, Carlos, give me a number. Here, did you want some more?
I'm good. I'm gonna give it a 6.25.
We got a viewer. I should probably bring that
I'm
up.
gonna give it a 6.25.
All right.
6.25. Yeah, I'll do a 7 on this one.
I'm gonna say 7 too.
I'm going to give it a 6.
You son of
I know. There's something like, it's not bad, but there's just something about it that throws me. I don't know if it's that yeast character that's throwing me or what, but there's definitely something. Oh, Miles and Thomas are in the thing.
Hey.
Hey, Tom.
Now we got a
Hey,
show.
Miles. Well, the thing was saying 1, and now there's 2. I don't know what's going on now. All right. Brought up the chat. Now I can see what's going on. All right. Okay, we got one more. One more beer, guys. We got this. Woo! We're going to make it through. This is the one I'm really excited about. This is Three Floyd's Battle of Charo 2.
This looks dangerous.
This
Is
is
that a double?
an Imperial Brett IPA
Oh,
with
goodness.
Oh, wow.
cherry
I thought it was
juice
gonna be
and
a lot.
cherry flavor.
Wow.
Aroma is reminiscent of candied cherries, dried fruit, and a little funk. Taste is sweet and tart at first with a bitter kick that lingers on the palate.
It is.
It's the Brett.
Yep.
Have you had a Brett sour before?
10.8% with 51 IBUs.
Oh wow.
The artist on the label is Phineas X. Jones, and the designer is Zimmer Design.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Or if we can show that up to the... Well, when Carlos grabs the bottle, we'll have him show it to the camera
Okay.
real quick.
I'm scared. I should probably only take that much.
I'm really excited about this one. Been holding on to this one. Wanted to make sure Pete was here because Pete loves sours.
I don't know, man.
I was expecting another IPA because it says India Pale Ale on there.
Well, it is an
But-
IPA, but it's a sour IPA.
Yeah, now that I found that out, I'm not too excited.
Yeah, the cherry juice is intriguing, I think.
No, yeah, I guess I could stop playing with the wax and actually.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to drag that off the table.
I was
This is
gonna
fun
drag
wax.
it off.
I like that it's green and sparkly. I think I'll probably like this wax more than I like this beer. I haven't even tried it
You
Oh,
yet.
gonna
wow.
eat the wax? Do it.
This beer smells like a cherry fruit roll-up.
Yeah, it does. It's something. It is something. That's a good comparison, definitely.
All right, Carlos, you want to grab that bottle and just pop it up to the camera?
Wait 1 second.
That one there.
Pete, you wanna? Oh, you're taking a picture.
You had to wait a sec.
Ooh, wow.
I'm scared.
Ooh. No, here. Bring it, like, stand up and just kind of...
What? Making Carlos work.
Oh, man. Sorry, Carlos. No, you're right. You were right the first time. There you go.
Oh no, I was trying to look at the feed and I was looking at the wrong camera.
Perfect. Thank you. Attaboy, Carlos.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
I hate when that one's on the crossword because it's ATTA, and I'm always like,
Carlos made a lever on the thing.
doot it, doot it, doot it, doot it.
All right, Carlos, have you had a chance to taste the beer yet?
No, I was like going to take another sip, like, but then I had to get up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, have some wax.
Yeah, this wax is fucking cool.
I've never had a beer like that before.
It's definitely,
It's interesting.
yeah, it's definitely interesting.
tastes like
So you
freeze
get-
or sweet tarts or something.
The smell is just.
Oh, my stomach is like burning just from one sip of that. It's like we're on fire now.
So you get some of that sourness right away,
Yep.
and then as that first
That's
hit
fucking
shock
weird.
of sourness hits,
It's like
it
candy.
fades away, and like you just get this like bitterness in the back of your mouth. It's like,
Better
what-
have
what
some
is
more
it
to
going
fix
on
that
here?
problem.
I get a big candy flavor after
Yeah.
I swallow it.
It's like a.
Cherry, like something.
It's like either
Cherry-
fruit roll-ups or gushers.
Yep.
But
Gushers, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely the inside of a gusher.
yeah. Oh man. That's wild. It's completely bonkers. This just hit shelves locally this past week. So if we want more, we might be able to find some. I think Nova has some. But whew. All right, Carlos, give me a number. Or no, talk about it.
Yeah, I just did. Like that was when I talked about like the taste.
Okay.
I was like,
Pete, did you have anything else you wanted to add to the?
What kind of hops are we going with here?
I honestly have no idea. I straight up don't. They didn't mention what
I thought it
hops
would
were in
matter,
here.
but
Yeah, it just says Imperial Brett India Pale Ale.
With cherry juice and cherry flavor.
Doesn't
Yeah.
even have an ABV.
I think
on it.
the amount of cherry in there makes it a little bit like bitter, I guess. Like it leaves too much flavor in your mouth,
Mhm.
like a bitter taste.
Oh, there's boobies.
What? There's boobies. I missed the boobies.
Yeah, they don't even have an ABV on this thing.
It's 10.8.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Danger, danger. Don't worry, they aren't the greatest ones ever. It's kind of like Medusa Zombie.
Oh man, yeah, those are sad boobies.
That's a sad titty. Put them in a
Sad
full
couple-
Nelson and lick 'em.
Orangutan.
Oh man, I just watched my face fall on the video feed. That was sad.
Your face fall.
From the sad boobies.
Oh.
All right.
This is a wild beer, man.
Do you have anything you want to say about it?
Yeah, that's.
I'm really
something.
curious. Yeah.
It tastes like I'm drinking a sour. Then all of a sudden it's like, wait, you ruined an IPA with the sour. So.
Yeah, but see, I don't know. I've had Brett IPAs that it was barnyard and then like bitterness. Like just real angry horses is what it tasted like. This
Angry horse.
this I don't know, like this I get major fruit up front, like in the nose, and then the first flavor. Then like that Brett funk kind of takes over,
Mhm.
and then I'm left with some ridiculous bitterness that I have no idea
Yeah,
what
I know.
to do with.
My insides don't like it.
I'm surprised that this actually works, but
My mouth loves it, and it keeps going back. It's like,
Yeah.
you got any more of those gushers? Like,
yeah, it is literally like somebody just slid open gushers and squeezed out the juice and let it
And then-
fester in a IPA.
yeah, and then threw yeast in it. Like,
yeah, you definitely miss.
Let it
You
fester.
definitely are missing
That's
that
kind of
like,
what it
barnyard
did.
flavor.
oh, it's there. Are you
But
not
it-
picking
no-
up any of that?
No, like it comes off like something like the second, like after the first taste and the sour hits. After that, like you kind of
Yeah.
get some of it, but it's not as much as like most in like a normal Brett IPA.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a new one.
It's definitely a different beer, that's for sure. It does not have any cheeseburger mentions on it.
No, so it doesn't make you hungry. Pete, mute that.
I did. The video wouldn't load, and like
All right,
I
Carlos,
couldn't turn the video down. or the
give me a
volume
number.
down until it loaded.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7. I'm gonna do a 6 because too much crap in there.
I am giving a 6 too. Casey's up in the 8.
He's smelling it. He's sipping it.
See the face he's making?
He's making a face, his tasting face. He let out a sigh, trying to judge
7.5.
7.5.
I don't know, 7.75.
I think I'd rather drink either half of this beer. Like
Yeah, either the sour half or the sweet half.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's something I want to like as it kind of like warms up and sits. I'm gonna keep coming back to it.
Don't worry, you got a quarter of the bottle left. So
Casey's not going anywhere after this.
yeah, seriously, like I want to know what that tastes like before that funk comes in. Like I want a full taste of the beginning half.
Really sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird.
You know, it's a bonkers beer. It's
Yep.
Yeah, I really have no idea how to describe it.
Who's Chapo?
Charo.
Charo. Oh,
Yeah,
those are R's.
I thought it was Chapo too.
I need
searched
some
for
better
Chapo.
P's. There are R's there.
You might talk to the designers here. Let me bring up their name again.
What?
That is Zimmer Design. They have a website.
Wasn't there a Charo, like she, an actress, personality Charo?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Their
even
website
if I knew.
Are you talking about? Are you trying to talk about churros? Because those are different.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought about
churros are fucking delicious.
The
Now I
battle
want
of
a churro.
better than
a
tostones.
Charo is a term for referring to a traditional horseman of Mexico, like what you see at mariachi people.
Oh, so like one of the Three Amigos.
Yeah, even though they have a bunch of like Asian style drawings on there.
Well, this is the second battle.
Oh, okay.
Also, this dude has horns. Like I feel like that's a Viking.
I was looking at the ones on that side.
And this one has a machine gun and a German.
Machine gun?
Actually, and no, this dude's a German.
Charo is a 1969 American Western starring Elvis Presley.
This dude's Native American. I'm not sure what this dude is. That dude might be Mexican. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on in that label.
Yeah, and then there's Charo, the actress.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
That's me. Officials in Manatee County, Florida are under fire after an interpreter for the deaf warned about pizza and monsters during an emergency briefing related to Hurricane Irma. The interpreter, Marshall Green, a lifeguard for the county, has a brother who is deaf. According to the Daily Moth, a video news site that provides information via ASL, which is American Sign Language. Green was used as the interpreter for a September 8th press conference regarding the incoming storm and possible evacuations. Members of the deaf community said Green mostly signed gibberish, referencing pizza, monsters, and using the phrase, help you at the time to use bear big during the event.
Okay.
Well, that is not helpful
No,
to
it's
anybody.
not very helpful at all.
Makes sense.
Help you at the time to use bear big. Okay. Other information signed to viewers was incomplete, experts said. The county typically uses interpreters from Viscom Professional Sign Language Interpreting Service. Viscom owner Charlene McCarthy said she was not contacted about providing services for the press conference and that Green is apparently not fluent in ASL. Manatee County spokesperson Nick Azara said Green was asked to interpret during the update rather than have no one signing. I feel like it's better to have no one.
Yeah.
If that person is going to like talk about monsters and pizza.
Well, and the guy even like said like, I'm not good enough to do this, guys. You don't make me do this.
Oh, you saw this? You saw this article?
And didn't see. I know, like I saw it, like when it first happened, like what the fuck? How could the dude mess up like that? And then later on, like I saw like another article about. I was like, so yeah, this guy, he also knew that he wasn't good enough.
No, he's like, I mean, I'll try, but here's gibberish and pizza and monsters.
He wasn't trying to be. He wasn't just trying to be an asshole. It was like he was put in this terrible position.
There was a video attached to it. I didn't watch it. But what I'm assuming is like he just raised his arms up above his head and was like, hurricane! Like that has to be the sign for monster, right? Like, or is that bear?
No, that's how you're supposed to stand when a bear comes. You're supposed to look really big.
Yeah, no, so why wouldn't the sign language for bear be that?
Oh, true. I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, you can't just like throw out your gang symbols or whatever.
No, you go
so
like
they
this.
know you're affiliated with.
You can't throw out gang symbols.
At
Bears
the
are
bear?
part of
Funny
gang.
watching
the bear,
somebody's sign
dude.
language, and then also
I'm part of the Northern Grizzlies.
I was wondering, like,
Exactly.
I was wondering, like, why didn't they just stick with like closed captioning for it? But like, I guess it turns out that
Deaf people can't read.
well, they can, but like, it's not. It's actually easier for them to see the sign language than to read, because like the structure for language structure for like sign language is different than like how we talk. So,
I believe that. My brother is hard of hearing, and so he went to deaf camp, and like he was in the privileged few because he could hear, but he could go because his hearing was bad enough, and so he would come back and he would know like just enough sign language to insult me.
The stuff that they teach each other
Did
there.
you just flick them off every time?
No, I learned how to call him a potato.
Speaking of sign language and like flicking people off, like see the trailer for Guillermo del Toro's new movie, where like it has this water monster, and the main girl in it, she uses sign language. Like I was watching the Red Band trailer, and like she starts saying "f you" to like her boss, and like he's like, "What did she say? What did she say?"
Like it kind of loses the effect if he doesn't understand what she's saying.
Oh yeah, but that was like the one thing that they started like because like throughout the trailer, like she like would be doing sign language, and like she had like a friend that would like interpret for her, but for that one thing they actually had the letter F pop up and then the letter U pop up.
Just F you. Yeah, I think this is the F and then U. I don't remember anymore. All right. A man from the Northern Territory in Australia who saved a carload of tourists after they were bogged down has voiced his disgust at not being offered any beer as a sign of gratitude. Orhan Yilmaz said pushing a bog jeep while ankle deep in mud and fighting against the rising tide was the last thing he expected to be doing on a Saturday afternoon. He had just sat down with a beer on gunpoint when he was told a few tourists had become bogged. Some young fellas came over on motorbikes, asking if we could help some tourists bogged out at the shore. He said, with an incoming tide, Mr. Yilmaz considered the situation thoroughly, but after 20 minutes, prepared his vehicle and set off. I loved after 20 minutes. So he finished his beer. He's like, I'm not going to be that inconvenienced by this.
They might have decided that he didn't need another.
Right. We drove out. It took an hour to set up and make sure I didn't get bogged, he said. They were looking for the prison, but were way off. The car was tipped to one side and the wheels were submerged in mud. They struggled tirelessly through the sludge as water seeped through the earth until the vehicle was recovered. Every Territorian knows the given currency for such a good deed is a carton of beer, and Mr. Yilmaz said he expected at least a thank you. However, he said the tourists were less than appreciative. He said they stood around and said nothing before taking off. I was sort of pissed off at the end of it. Usually when you pull somebody out of the bog, they offer you a beer or a carton, he said. Could have left them there and they'd have lost everything. To be fair, he's not wrong.
Well, like not everybody just has beer on them to give to people who get them out of...
Yeah, but you at least say thank you.
Yeah, you should definitely say thank you. Like, I don't know, like, what is kind of...
also, if you're in Australia in the outback, why wouldn't you have beer on you?
Well,
isn't that how you, like, cure snake bites?
They were tourists, though, right? So...
How are you going to how are you going to tourize Australia?
It's weird that there's bogs and...
I was just going to go do a walkabout.
Well, no, it wasn't a bog. They were kind of like by the beach and the tide came in.
Oh,
and he got bogged down.
Okay,
so, like, it sunk into the earth. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I wondered, like, although, like, what his, like, attitude was, like, while he was helping him. Like,
probably really surly.
So
he
like,
sounds like a surly motherfucker.
So, like, if he was, like, being an ass the whole time, like, I don't think they'd really want to be very appreciative.
Also, why are they looking for the prison?
I don't know. Isn't that the whole country?
Oh, hey, Carlos. That was a long time ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
That was at least 150 years ago.
Yeah.
A barber in the Chinese city of Chengdu, I think that's how you say it, does some hair-raising things to his customers, like shave their eyeballs.
Oh, I saw this on, like, the National Geographic or some shit.
Xiang Gawu is one of a few barbers still practicing the age-old art of eyeball shaving. Yep, that's right. The 62-year-old actually puts a sharp razor right on the eyeballs of his patrons and scrapes off any dirt and residue that might be there. As terrifying as this looks, Xiang claims that in 40 years of eyeball shaving, he has never injured anyone. Eyeball shaving was used in hospitals in the early 20th century to treat trachoma, a bacterial condition that is most common. That is the most common infectious cause of blindness in the world, according to the WHA. Back then, eye shaving was a way to scrape away the ulcers and scar tissue under trachoma's patient's eyelids and stimulate the eyes enough to secrete a liquid that would moisten the eye sockets. But Q Chow, deputy director of the ophthalmology,
Ophthalmologist.
that's the closest word that we're going to get, department in Sichuan Provincial
Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan Sauce Provincial People's Hospital tells the paper that eyeball shaving is potentially dangerous and has been phased out as other more cutting edge and less cutting treatments have become available. These days, the risk of trachoma can be reduced by improving sanitation and hygiene and can be cured with antibiotics. Still, old habits die hard for some customers, such as the man who told the German news agency roughly that he sees the results from each eyeball shave he gets. In the beginning, my eye was uncomfortable, the man said, and now it has been washed. It will be calmer.
Oh,
What?
That's what he said about his eye.
Confucius say.
Confucius say, once your eye has been sliced with a razor, it's happy.
I don't know. I was like reading a bunch of people talking on Reddit about like how like a baby, like babies, their fingernails are like pretty tough, and they'll like they flail around, and like there's a lot of parents that like have
Cut
their
corneas.
eyeballs. Yeah, they're like fucking destroyed by a kid like shoving a
Well,
fingernail
yeah, because
right in
they're
their eyeball,
so thin compared to ours too. So
Yeah.
like razor
So
sharp.
put mittens on your babies.
and it just gouges out a chunk of their eyeball.
Put mittens on your babies.
Hashtag put mittens on your babies.
Hashtag put mittens. I'm
Baby mittens.
Yeah, no, baby mittens. Hashtag baby mittens.
Hashtag
I'm gonna start
baby
selling those now.
mittens. Yeah.
You can sell baby mittens, man. How you gonna make them? Do you know how to knit?
No, he's
somebody
just
to do
gonna
it.
get. He's gonna buy a set of kid
Kelsey will
mittens
do it for you,
and then
right?
I'm
just
gonna-
sell it as.
No.
Then break the one set for kittens into two sets for babies. Profit.
No, I'm gonna buy a set of old ladies that will just do it all the time.
Buy a set of old ladies.
Hey, all you got to do is go down to the local old lady mill.
They're down there.
Yeah, no, that's
Ready to knit?
it's right on Main Street. They're like in that complex.
The,
Okay.
the
Okay.
Wellhaven.
Yeah, no, yeah, that old folks home.
Oh, the
the
mill.
Ah!
The mill. Yeah.
mill,
Right.
the old lady mill,
Hmm.
and like people pay to put their old ladies in there. It's really weird.
That's just. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. As
Made
soon
it
as
too
possible.
Sad. Made it too
Too
sad.
sad. Too sad.
Talk about flush with cash. A Geneva official has confirmed a newspaper report that said wads of cut up 500 euro notes mysteriously turned up, jammed into the toilets of 3 neighborhood residents and a bank in separate episodes in recent months. Prosecutor's office spokesman Henry Della Casa confirmed Friday's report in the Tribune. I didn't realize they were Spanish. Saying the shredded notes were once worth tens of thousands of euros in total. Preliminary clues from an investigation suggested the bounty once belonged to an unnamed Spanish woman who had placed the loot in a Geneva vault several years ago, the report said. At one pizzeria, police were informed after the clogged toilet had overflowed. De Acasa said the origins of the cash are unknown. So somebody is like cutting up 500 euro notes and shoving them in toilets.
Well, like just because you can afford to wipe your ass with money doesn't mean that you should.
Yeah. So each 500 euro note is worth about 600 bucks.
Wow.
And wads of these.
Nice.
And like they're like, oh, somebody several years ago. The euro has only been used since what, 2004, 2005?
No clue.
Well, that's
'Cause
several.
what?
That's within. Well, you can still have several years within that.
Yeah, but that's not euro intro date. 2012? No, that's not right. Oh, it started in 99. Okay. So I was a little off. I remember I was in we were in school when the euro like first came in, and our German teacher was talking about it because they had to exchange, because when we started the year learning about German, Germany was still accepting Deutschmarks, and then they switched to the euro halfway through, and so it changed his curriculum because you can't say mark anymore; you have to say euro.
Otherwise, you go to jail
No,
for saying it.
Otherwise, you can't buy anything.
That too.
Like that's the bigger issue. All right, the discussion topic for today. Every year around this time, pumpkin spice invades fucking everything. It invades your coffee, it invades your beer, it invades your cakes.
Your pies.
Fuck pumpkin pie. All right, why? Like, we know why. Like,
You could
it's
say though
associated
that's you could say that the pumpkin spice is the only enjoyable part of the pumpkin.
yeah, the pumpkin spice is basically just nutmeg.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pumpkins don't really have.
No, they're squash.
Yeah.
Well,
They
there's
taste like
always
squash.
the pumpkin seeds themselves.
Which I
Again,
like to roast those, and it's
They
you put
don't
'em
taste like much.
No,
They
you
taste
just
like
put
the
salt on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just
they taste like
salted,
salt.
Yeah, they're like salted nuts. Is what they taste like.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why don't they call it nutmeg, and then we can be done with it. No, there's
So-
no pumpkin.
I want to find a better fall flavor. I feel like there has to be a better one out there than pumpkin.
Apple spice. I'm just kidding.
What is apple spice? Is that just cinnamon?
Yeah, that's gonna just be.
It's-
cinnamon.
It's cinnamon with a little tanginess to it.
It's gonna be apple cinnamon Cheerios flavor. Everything.
I haven't had
Yeah.
Apple Jacks in a long time.
You didn't say apple. Jack.
Apple Jacks are different. That's just
Yeah.
so artificial. That's just
Yeah, but
He
they're
said
fucking
apple
good.
cinnamon Cheerios.
I
Yeah.
love apple
Oh, I
Jacks.
didn't know there. He said I didn't know there was Cheerios.
I used to be afraid of apple jacks because they were
What?
like regular
Why were you
Cheerios, except they look
afraid
like.
of apple Jack?
Except
Did you think they're gonna get you?
No, Mom, not the apple jacks.
well, I was afraid to eat them because like I like Honey Nut Cheerios, you know, and then Frosted Cheerios were a thing eventually, but the Apple Jacks, dude,
Frosted Cheerios.
it was like
still-
Cheerios, but they were
Did you
like,
ever see
bulky.
Team Cheerios? Like when they were like, and it was for like one Olympics event.
Oh, where they had like it was like the whole grain Cheerio.
Frosted
and the
Cheerios,
Frosted Cheerio
Honey
and
Nut
the- and Honey
Cheerios,
Nut Cheerio.
and apple cinnamon. They just had a whole bunch of different Cheerios in like the box.
Yeah,
Those
That
were
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
something different every spoonful.
See, I don't know. In my household growing up, we would have the Honey Nut Cheerios, and then we would pour a bunch of honey on them.
No, like when my
You're the only
household,
family to ever do that.
in my
And-
household, we had regular
No,
Cheerios.
it's what you're supposed
And
to
then I
do,
put my
right?
milk-
Like add more honey to the honey nut.
So I had my
He's grown
Cheerios.
up doing weird things.
No,
There's
this
a
is where-
We've
commercial.
learned this already.
Did you
Casey-
guys not do that?
I got it worse than that. I had regular Cheerios, and then I had put milk on the Cheerios, of course, and I just put spoonfuls of sugar in there.
Yeah.
We did that with Rice Krispies.
Yep.
Well, Rice Krispies and regular Cheerios.
We never did that with Cheerios.
No, I never had regular.
plain
I just
Cheerios.
had-
Oh, we
It would've
never
been-
had plain Cheerios.
It would have
Right,
been healthier just
I
having
came from a
Frosted
very fat
Cheerios.
family growing up. That's just why we added honey to our honey nut.
That or like the
Cheerios.
that seems weird though,
um,
because the honey like going into like a cold milk would be like.
Oh no, the best part is so like it would stick on like a bunch of the Cheerios on the top, and then whatever fell through would be at the bottom of the
So you
bowl.
have honey milk.
So you would drink the milk, and then you could just scrape honey off the bowl at
Yeah,
the bottom of the bowl and eat honey.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
It was
I don't know.
amazing.
I like to
I
scrape
was
the
a
sugar
child.
off,
Also,
the sugar sediment at the bottom of the bowl.
yeah, no, it's the same thing like when you dump a bunch of sugar in the milk.
Honey's different though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's sugar.
It's gooey,
It's gooey sugar.
not granulated. You know.
Yeah, it's better for you.
Well, it is. Yes.
Well, we're not gonna get into which is better
Well,
for you to
we already
decide
know-
which one is
well,
better on cereal.
We already know what the flavor of the Halloween season is, right? It's all corn syrup.
No, we're not
That's
saying
all the-
Halloween. We're saying fall.
Yeah, but that Halloween's a big part of fall.
No,
Pumpkins
Halloween
are a
is
big part of it.
Halloween is literally one day of fall.
Yeah, one day of a fourth of the year. That's a pretty good part right there.
No, it's not.
Well, it's true. They already have all the Halloween shit out like end of August. So.
That's because it's the nearest holiday. But pumpkin spice doesn't have anything to do with Halloween.
It's got fucking pumpkins. What
Pumpkins
else
are
do you-
pumpkins, man.
What do you
It's
use
the
pumpkins
theme.
for if it's
It's
not
the
for
theme
Halloween?
of the season.
And
I thought pumpkins were more of like a Thanksgiving thing.
nobody fucking eats that shit on Thanksgiving.
What are you talking about? Well, yes, overall.
That's where you get the pumpkin pie, and because
Well, yeah.
nobody eats pumpkins for Halloween.
No, we just
except for
cut them.
Carlos.
We just cut them up.
No, I don't eat pumpkins. Like pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds, yeah. You're
And
the
then
only.
I sometimes I throw them up. It happens.
And then you sing bingo, bango,
fif-
bongo.
50-50 every year, you know. But
The,
it's part
the
of
new
season.
flavor is dried corn. That's the new flavor.
It's a shitty flavor.
Dry.
I'm thinking of other things
Freeze
that are
dried.
You gotta
powdered
do
Corn,
corn
we
syrup.
actually need to come up with alternatives.
There's
here.
all that candy, and like you have candy corn. You just go with corn syrup. Just corn syrup.
But you call it candy corn.
Pour another glass of corn
You
syrup.
could. Well, that's
Step.
the same thing.
Yeah, I know. But you have to call it like candy corn. But then, so if
It's in the shape of corn.
they came out with like a candy corn latte, do you think it would be as crazy as like
I'm pretty sure that
Uh,
exists somewhere.
so like at Starbucks, do you remember the news story? It was a couple months ago. They
The
had
unicorn one.
the unicorn one, and people were like
Going
buying like
crazy.
60 of them at a time.
I wish I could have tried one actually, but I didn't.
Driving
I-
the barista's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, who the fuck came up with that term for Starbucks employees? They're not baristas. They're just teenagers who work at Starbucks.
I
Like,
thought all coffee shop.
Yeah,
people
technically all of them are
Well,
Well, that's
baristas.
the
Casey.
that's the job title.
Were,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not
it's a
just
stupid job title. It's too pretentious. They
Casey
don't
doesn't
deserve it.
respect him.
I don't. They pour me a coffee, and they charge me $5 for the pleasure.
That's your own fault for doing that.
Yeah, that's what you get for going to a coffee place.
I don't go to a coffee.
That's why you got to
place
get one of the
anymore.
crazy ones that they blend up together and
Yeah, but then it's like $20, and I'm like, shit. What did I order? Gold? No.
Yeah, if I do go to Caribou, it's usually a caramel high rise. Otherwise, I just
oh,
get
those
my.
are fucking
Yeah,
good.
they're good, but I get my depth charge at C'est La Vie, and that
What's
new place.
Salavi?
C'est La Vie, the new place downtown Dish and Spoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be C'est La Vie, but it's spelled completely wrong.
Okay, yeah. I had no idea how to say it.
Yeah. So that's what that is, and they have depth charge for like $2, $3.
That's
So,
just a cup of coffee with an espresso shot
Yep.
in it, right? Okay.
Yep.
I just like I don't know. I just get coffee. That's all I want is coffee. But I'm an old man.
so go to C'est La
You
Vie.
go to bed at 8:00 and you get up at 3 to do your chores.
He wants to get his cup of coffee from the coffee people, not baristas.
Yeah, I
coffee
want the
people.
coffee people.
Just
the
the
servers.
Just the regular fucking coffee people.
I go in.
They're not special.
They're not. They don't.
Now give me my unicorn blood thing.
Hey, unicorn blood is a delicious blend. You need to back the fuck off that. Actually, I have an honest question for you guys. Have any of you tipped a barista through the drive-thru?
No,
No.
Why do they have a tip jar there?
it's kind of funny.
Actually, has anybody ever tipped a barista? Did they bring the coffee to your table?
No.
So what's different between being inside and tipping the barista and then going through the drive-thru and tipping the barista?
I don't think I ever have.
What's different from the barista giving you a drink and the bartender giving you a drink?
One is
Expectation.
beer.
I expect to get drunk off one of those.
Yep. The other one's gonna keep me awake. The other one's gonna put me to sleep.
Yeah, the other one's a necessity.
I will
need.
tip the bartender. I will not tip the barista.
No, I don't really know if I actually tipped barista before I was a bartender. Because I'm a bartender now, the tip things there. I'm like, okay. I always have cash on me. So
Yeah, I guess I always pay with a card, and it's just one of those things where I'm like, do I need to tip you? Like,
I've never even thought about it.
I
Just
don't
never
tip.
done it.
Like, I like if I go get a cup of coffee at McDonald's, I don't tip them.
they don't have a tip jar sitting out.
I treat it like I treat tipping at Cold Stone. You just don't do it.
That's true, because then they have to sing that fucking song.
Oh God, yeah, right.
And they don't want to sing that
I
fucking
forgot
song.
all about that.
So then, like, you have to tip them once. Like, if you're going to tip at Cold Stone, you tip them once for the ice cream, and then another goddamn time for the fucking song. And it's this infinite loop where every time you put money in the thing, they got to keep singing.
It's the horror movie right there. A lot like the horror movie
Can you
The
be like,
Wave.
hey, I'll give you
where they
$2
just do
to
the
stop
wave around the
singing.
stadium.
For
I'll
2
give you
hours.
another $1 to not sing. Like, yeah, would that work?
Yeah, but if you put the second dollar in there, you got to do the whole thing. I don't know.
I mean,
Oh,
if their
okay.
boss is gonna fire them for that, then their boss is a piece of shit. Or-
No, the boss probably won't, but it's the company line.
Yes, but somebody enforces that, like the manager or whatever.
And some managers can be real.
Yeah, but you always have that
assholes about
like
stuff like
one
that.
employee who's like super gung ho and they're new, and they're like, "Woo, we're gonna do all the things right. We gotta do this. We have to smile at the
But
customers."
those ones learn quickly. Okay.
Or they become management.
True statement.
Yep.
It's like,
We lost
I
Matt.
dropped something.
Matt
Oh,
did a
no.
backflip. Just kidding.
All right. I feel like we should just wrap up. We're not getting anything accomplished.
Yeah, we're just gonna create a brand new pumpkin flavor and talk to you guys later.
What? We are?
Yep, that's what.
I don't want any more pumpkin flavors.
Do you
No,
guys
we're
like-
gonna- a new one because the real pumpkin flavor, like you said, is just nutmeg.
Yeah.
But do you guys like pumpkin pie?
No.
No.
Oh.
I like pumpkin bars.
I don't even like pumpkin bars.
I don't like pumpkin anything except like pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
I
You
don't
just like the
con-
whipped cream.
I don't like the
Yeah, I
consistency
put a lot
of
on.
pumpkin pie.
I like
I don't know,
pecan pie.
It's like
Pecan
other
pie is-
pies, like a chocolate.
What if
or
we
whatever.
make the fall flavor pecan?
That'd be
No.
better.
What the fuck is wrong with pecan?
Pecans
No.
don't really have that much flavor.
Yeah,
But pecan pie is fucking
it's
delicious.
not enough
Yeah, but
for
it's
a
'cause
whole
you-
season though,
Isn't
Casey.
that,
because
isn't
it's
that
got
the
other
same
shit on it.
argument right there?
It has to be a flavor for the whole season. Caramel apple. You gotta go with caramel apple.
Caramel
Gross.
apple.
Caramel.
Gross.
Not like an artificial caramel apple
Still
though.
just gross.
It's the flavor of the season. I'm not saying you should put it in everything.
Pumpkin spice or caramel apple. Caramel.
I'm done with pecan.
We aren't talking about pecan.
Wait, what
anymore.
about caramel apple pecan?
No,
What about caramel pecan?
Caramel pecan.
I just pecan.
What about apple
What
pecan?
about just caramel?
Just caramel. Deal. Let's roll it. We're out of here.
No, it's marshmallow. Like when you put the marshmallow on the squash, and then
Yeah, I don't know. I just eat the marshmallow.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. We totally solved the better fall flavor problem, and we decided that just don't drink any of
pina
that pumpkin.
coladas. There we go.
Pina
Yeah.
coladas.
Fuck
That's,
everything
no,
else.
that's not the right season.
Fuck
We
the
were drinking
season.
them in
We were so
September,
close.
We were drinking them, and they were delicious.
and we probably will have another one in actual winter time. So.
Actually, we probably will because I drink a lot of mojitos in the winter because I want the summer to show up.
If you like pina
Coladas.
coladas.
All right. If you'd like to support us, head on over to patreon.com/blindstudios and become a patron today. If you're going to do any Amazon shopping, before you head on over to Amazon, head over to blindstudios.com, click on the Amazon link above our homepage. Then anything you buy on Amazon, we get a bit of a kickback from Amazon. It really helps us out. Super easy for you to do, so please do that. If you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.
Ooh.